Hello friends and welcome back to another video from Vipin Sharma Biology Tutorials. In this video we are going to start a very new topic and a very important topic from examination point of view, that is phylum Chordata. So we have already talked about the general characteristic of phylum Chordata, that what are the peculiar or characteristic features that this particular phylum have. So what are the peculiar features? The very first thing is the notochord. The second thing is the dorsal hollow nerve cord. Then there is pharyngeal gill slits and a post-anal tail. So we have made a diagram also, something like this, in which there is a nerve cord, there is a notochord, there are pharyngeal gill slits and a tail present after the anus. If this is the anus, then the tail present after the anus is known as post-anal tail. So these are the pharyngeal gill slits and post-anal tail is clear. The last lecture is having a little mistake, that the upper one is going to be the nerve cord and the lower one is going to be the notochord. So you have to correct it, right? So apologies for this one, but this one is wrong in the last lecture. Nerve cord और notochord में ऊपर नीचे उसको कर लेना आप लोग, उस हिसाब से हम लोग अब आगे प्रोसीड करेंगे. So today we are going to talk about the classification of phylum Chordata. So the phylum Chordata is classified into subphylums. So if someone will ask you that what is Urochordata, what is Cephalochordata or what is Vertebrata, you can simply answer that these are the subphylums which are present in phylum Chordata. So you need to be very specific while telling the taxonomical hierarchy. You cannot call them a class, right? You cannot call them a kingdom. If they are subphylums, then they are subphylum. There is nothing to be changed. So इस तरीके से इस particular classification system के according these are the subphylums. So Urochordata, Cephalochordata and Vertebrata are the three subphylums which are present in phylum Chordata. So let's talk about the general characteristics as well as a few examples of all three of them to get a better overview that what we are going to read in the Chordata. So the very first thing is Urochordata or Tunicata. Now the word itself suggests something. Tunicata is derived from a chemical that is known as tunicin. So the urochordates or the organisms or animals which are present in subphylum Urochordata are having a covering, okay, and that covering is made up of chemical tunicin, and due to that particular tunicin chemical they are named as Tunicata, right? जो organism है उसके around covering है एक special covering that is known as tunicin, and just because of that chemical's name the Urochordata or the organisms which are present in Urochordata category are known as the Tunicata also, right? Tunicin की वजह से. The notochord is present only in larval tail, right? Larval tail. Now there are different things which are very noticeable. Larval tail, it means that these are present in larva. It means that in most of the cases these are not present in adults, right? This is the first conclusion. The second one is tail. It means that it is not extended up to the head. सिर्फ tail region में ही present होगी. If this is a urochordate, right? If you will say that this is the head region and this is the tail region, then the notochord will be present just like this, okay, at the tail region, and that too in the larval form, okay. So if this is the larval form, then it will be having a small piece of notochord at the tail region. This is the main feature of Urochordata. So in Urochordata these are also known as Tunicata just because of a chemical called tunicin. Assertion reason में पूछा जा सकता है. The organism present in category Tunicata are called so. This is the assertion. क्यों कहा जाता है? The proper reason is just because of tunicin, right? So और इनमें जो notochord है that will be present in the tail region of the larva. Okay, if this is the larva, then it is present only in the tail region. After that, the examples are sad. Okay, a very simple word that is sad. Salpa, Acidia and Doliolum. We have already talked about this trick into a separate video. So Salpa, Acidia and Doliolum are the three main examples of Urochordata. What are the main features? Once again, tunicin, and the second one is larva will be having a small notochord in the tail region. It means that the notochord is present in the larval tail. Now the next thing is cephalochordata. The cephalo word itself means head. It means that the notochord will extend from head to tail. In this case, it is only present in the tail region. But in cephalo, as the name indicates, cephalo means head. It means that it will be extended from tail to the head region. अब ये चीज जो नोटोकॉर्ड है वो टेल से हेड की तरफ पहुंच चुकी है एंड इट इज परसिस्टेंट. इट मीन्स दैट in the previous case it is only present in the larval stage, but here it is persistent. It means that it will be present in the adult organism also. So you have to derive some conclusion from the language. Language ये कहती है कि यहाँ पर it will be present in the tail region and it will be present in the larval form. Here it will be present from tail to the head region, fully head to tail present है. Second thing is it is persistent. It means that larva stage जब हम क्रॉस करेंगे तो वो चीज लॉस नहीं होगी, वो चीज persistent रहेगी. It will be still present in the adult organism, right? This is the main feature. The examples are lab. So there the example are sad, salpa, acidia, doliolum. Here it is lab, that is lancelet, amphioxus and branchiostoma, which are the name of similar kind of organism, even same organism. So lab is lancelet, amphioxus and branchiostoma. Now these two categories, these two subphylums are together known as Protochordata, which are exclusively marine. It means that none of the organism in these two categories is found in fresh water or in land. ये वाटर में पाए जाते हैं एंड स्पेसिफिकली दे आर प्रेजेंट इन द मैराइन वाटर. देयर इज नो एक्सेप्शन. एक्सक्लूसिवली मीन्स देयर इज नो एक्सेप्शन एट ऑल. सो देयर इज डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म फाउंड इन यूरोकॉर्डेटा. देयर आर डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म इन cephalochordata. Both of these categories are together known as Protochordata, which are exclusively marine. So I have told you two more categories which are exclusively marine. The first one is Ctenophora and after that Echinoderms. उसके अलावा Protochordatas are also exclusively marine. So you must be given these three categories and you have to find odd one out. The question can be like this, that which of the following is not exclusively marine? So इन तीनों को टिक कर दो, चौथा अपने आप odd one out हो जाएगा. या फिर you must be given three different things and you have to find out which of the following phylums or subphylum is exclusively marine. You have to find the answer from them. You have to mark any three of them from the particular options, right? So यहाँ पर बात यहाँ पे आके खत्म हो जाती है कि यूरोकॉर्डेटा में larval tail will have the notochord and tunicin will be present. In cephalochordata, the notochord is present from head to tail region and it will be totally persistent throughout the life. It means that it will also be present in the adult organism. Now vertebrata. We can totally relate vertebrata with human beings because we are vertebrates, right? हम भी vertebrate हैं, तो कुछ चीजें हम लोग लिंक करके देखेंगे यहाँ पर, जिससे कि सारी चीजें हमें याद रहे. Notochord is present, that is obvious, but it is replaced by bony or cartilaginous vertebral column. Now in case of some organisms the cartilaginous vertebral column is present and in some organisms the bony vertebral column is present, but it is for sure that the notochord is replaced by vertebral column. Now you do not need any kind of trick. Vertebrata is itself taken from this word vertebral column. जब notochord को replace करके vertebral column आएगा तभी हम उन्हें vertebrata बोलेंगे. So it is obvious that the most important feature of vertebrata is hidden in its name. Vertebrata means vertebral column, so the notochord will be surely replaced by the vertebral column. That's it. Okay. After that, there are some other characteristics such as muscular heart is present, and that heart can be two-chambered, can be three-chambered, can be four-chambered. we will talk about different kind of vertebrates. For example, in case of human beings, there is a 4-chambered heart, right? In some other organisms, there is 3-chambered heart. Reptiles में, apes में, Pisces में अलग अलग तरीके के हार्ट प्रेजेंट होते हैं. उन सब के बारे में हम लोग बात करेंगे. After that, the kidneys are present for osmoregulation and excretion. We know very well, in humans we do have kidney for the process of excretion. These are the main organs of excretory system. After that, paired appendages are present, which can be fins. For example, in case of fishes, the fins are present, or it can be limbs. For example, in case of higher animals, just like human beings, we do have limbs. लेकिन in case of fishes we have fins. But it is for sure कि paired appendages present होंगे. वो fin हो, limb हो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Paired appendages होने चाहिए. Right? So this is all about the 3 different categories, or we can say the 3 different subphylums of phylum Chordata. What are the 3 different subphylums? Urochordata, which is known as tunicata because tunicin is present, and notochord is present in the larval tail. In Cephalochordata, as the name indicates, cephalo means head, so the notochord will be extended from tail to head region, and the most important thing is it is persistent throughout the life. Both of these categories are joined together to form Protochordata, which are exclusively marine without any exception. The third category is Vertebrata. The name indicates that the notochord will be surely replaced by the vertebral column, which can be cartilaginous or bony. Other than that, there are several characters such as a muscular heart is present, जो कि 2, 3 या 4 चैम्बर का हो सकता है. Kidneys are present for excretion and osmoregulation, and after that, paired appendages are present, which can be fins in case of fishes and limbs in case of mammals, let's say. So इस तरीके से हर चीज के नाम में कुछ छुपा हुआ है. Tunicata में tunicin, cephalo means head, so the notochord will be extended to the head. Vertebrata simply means vertebral column. So all these things are suggesting something. अगर नाम को लेके, नाम को पकड़ के चलें तो भी सारे कैरेक्टर्स आसानी से याद हो जाएंगे. So this is all about the subphylums. In the next lecture we are going to talk about the classification of subphylum Vertebrata, and after that we will talk about each and everything, each and every category in detail, so that we can answer all the questions that can be asked in the examination. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you really enjoyed this video, then do hit like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for sure. Thank you.